Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're down here at Moore Cadillac in Chantilly, Virginia. And you're going to say, Mike, why did you make the trip all the way down to the Capital Beltway area here around DC? It's because of this car. This is not only a Blackwing, it's one of the rarest Blackwing Cadillacs you can buy. This is it. This is a 2019 Cadillac CT6-V series with that 4.2 liter twin turbo V8 Blackwing engine and a 10-speed automatic. We're going to check out this car, see what it brings to the market. Now on the used side, this car is now 5 model years old now that the 2024 CT5 and 4s are out. The 6 went out of production after the 2020 model year, but they only made 875 of these V-Series Blackwing CT6s. So let's dig in. Front end of this CT6-V series in satin steel metallic with the chrome, big Cadillac badge up front, LED lighting all the way around up front, functionality in the grille, top and bottom, looking good on the CT6-V. As we come around to our wheel and tire setup, what do we got going on the CT6-V? We have the 20-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Cadillac badge on the center cap, Brembo brakes all 4 corners, as well as active rear steering and magnetic ride suspension in this baby. Now these 20-inch wheels are wrapped in Goodyear Eagle all-season tires, 245 on the width, a 40 series sidewall 20s, all 4 corners, all-wheel drive. Moving on out, the 6 is a big full-size sedan, but what style does it bring? And I love the fact that we do not have any chrome around the windows. We have the black accents out there. We have the V-Series badge right here on the front fender, looking good. Color match side view mirror, LED turn signals, 360-degree view camera, chrome on the door handles. Let me know if they should be color matched. And the fuel filler is on the right side of the vehicle. Up top, color matched roof with your shark fin antenna, and then your dual panel moonroof. Rear end of our CT6, we have that carbon fiber deck lid spoiler coming off the top, Cadillac badge in the middle, CT6 on the left, V-Series badge on the right, LED lighting all the way around down below. We do have a functional quad tip exhaust. So let's hear this Blackwing engine sing. Okay, we're under the hood of the CT6-V series Blackwing, and this is what all the hubbub's about right here. This is a hand-built 4.2 liter twin turbocharged V8 engine mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. This engine was hand-built by Cadillac, and this is a Cadillac-only engine, CT6 engine only, built at the Bowling Green, Kentucky Performance Center, which is where they build the Corvettes. We're looking at 550 horsepower, 640 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 14 in the city, 25 on the highway. The engine's minimum octane rating is 93, so you'll need to use super unleaded gas. And a little fun fact, it costs Cadillac $20,000 per engine to produce these. So it's quite the special thing. And they only went in 875 CT6-V series cars in 2019 and 2020, and only 625 CT6 Platinum editions in 2019 and 2020. So this engine only went into a total of 1,500 cars. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, well, Mike, how much do I have to pay to buy this car? This thing is looking pretty bad news, man. This thing is looking awesome. Well, it's a big full-size car with plenty of room on the inside. So you got luxury with heavy-duty performance in the CT6-V series. Brand new. This car was just about $95,000. I do not have an itemized window sticker for this vehicle, but it's got all the options in it, and we'll go through almost all of these on this overview. But 5 model years later, with just under 31,000 miles on the clock, you can buy it now for 65 G's. Let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver's door panel, we got the leather with the stitching, real carbon fiber trim into your brushed aluminum door handle. There's your power seat controls right there with lumbar, 2 manual memory seat settings right there, more leather, more stitching, flat black on the switch gear, and then of course you have your power fold mirrors, as you would expect on a vehicle like this. So you have those, no problem there. Here's where you pop the trunk right in here by the door pocket, which is a pretty skinny for a big car. And then you have your 34 speaker Bose Panerai sound system. That's the first part of it. Seating wise, of course, all leather with the black stitching. So it's a black on black combo. We do have a nice footbox with a dead pedal brake and accelerator. All season CT6 mats are in the car. Again, all the leather Cadillac crest right here, nice and soft, nice and comfortable. Very luxurious feel now that these seats are broken in. Passenger door panel, same as the driver's door panel, with 2 memory seat settings and a safe exit setting. Now, leather stitching, all carbon fiber into the heat and air vent. The button right here for your glove box is on your infotainment screen. There it goes. Down she goes, nice and easy. Up on top, you have the extra Panerai speaker that does come out when you turn on the system. So that looks pretty cool. And then we have our infotainment screen down here. This looks to be about a 10.2 inch Cadillac system. But in 2019, it was wired Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It didn't go wireless till the 2020 model year in CT6. But great pinch to zoom capability in here with this vehicle, no problem there. Like how that works. We'll go to reverse right away. Check out our backup camera. There's the backup camera with trajectory, nice and clear, 360-degree view, no problem. And you can adjust your different camera angles right there on the bottom. So they got you covered there. Now, we can go to our home. And right here, this is where we can set up our audio, Bluetooth our phone, get our Wi-Fi hotspot going. There's your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can go to your settings, and from there, you can go to your system settings where you can set up your clock, language, Wi-Fi hotspot. You can then go to your apps right up here, set up your Android Auto, CarPlay, and any other apps you may want. Then you got your vehicle settings where you can get your teen driver set up. I don't know who would want their teen drive in one of these cars, but it's there. You got your valet mode as well. So they got you set going up here. They got your driving mode, climate and air quality. So you can set up everything. Rear seat reminder. You can turn that on or off, which means when you shut the car off and get out, it's going to give you that warning on the dash to check the rear seats. So there you have it. And that's where that goes. And then we have our, like I said, our map. And then we have our climate control. We have dual climate right here. You can sync them together. You got your ionizer on, so everything is going to smell nice. And you got your front climate. Then you got your rear climate controls that you can set up from up here, or you can let the folks in the back set it up on their own. So that all depends on what you want to do. And then we can go back to map, and you're all set and ready to go. Down further, 2 heat and air vents. Then we have dual climate control with 3-stage heated seats, and you can just heat the seat back or heat the whole seat or turn on the ventilated seats. And you can hook these in with your climate control. So in the winter, if it is cold out and you have your climate control set on 70, the heated seat will automatically come on when you start the vehicle. And I do like that. And you have the same controls over here for your front passenger with the 2 types of heated seats and the ventilation. So that's a nice touch. In and around the back here, here's where you're going to select your drive modes, traction control off, auto vehicle hold. And here is the gear shift that's going to take us through this 10-speed auto. If you don't want to use the touchscreen, you can use the dial instead. Here's your volume knob. Look at all this carbon fiber they poured all over the inside of here, looking beautiful. Open this up, 2 cup holders, and then our Cadillac key fob right here. Lock, unlock, remote start, pop the trunk, panic button, nice weight. Then we have a nice center armrest looking good. Open it on up. You have an area for storage, and you have room for an SD, it looks like, and then a USB-C, USB-A, because you'll need to wire in for your CarPlay and Android Auto. And then here's your wireless charging pad sitting right there, so you can just slide your phone right in nice and easy. Cadillac steering wheel, beautiful steering wheel, nice leather wrap wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches Cadillac badge on the horn button, some more brushed aluminum and carbon fiber to dress this wheel up. Round bottom wheel, but I have no problem getting in and out of here, but it might have been cooler since it's a V series to go with a flat one. Let me know what you think about it here in the CT6. But down below here, you can set your part distance. You want your sensors to go off. Then you got your lane keep assist on off. There's your heated steering wheel on or off. And then your seek on your music, volume, controls for the digital dash, and then your adaptive cruise on the left with telephone and voice commands, paddles if you want to manually go through this 10-speed automatic. And then we have our headlights, adaptive high beams on the end right here. And then on this side, you have your windshield wipers, and then their push button start is right there. On the left, not a lot going on. You can adjust your head-up display, get your info, as well as brighten and dim the head-up display, brighten and dim the dash, electric parking brake, and then we have a automatic or electric tilting right there and telescoping wheel. So they have you all set. And now we go to our digital dash, and there she blows. 12 inches of digital pleasure. Right now we're in sport mode. We'll take a look at our drive modes. We have Tour, which is like normal, then Sport, then Track, then Snow and Ice. So they got you covered for your drive modes. And of course, as you go to each drive mode, your display will change, which is kind of cool in here. And you can also change what you see on the dials by moving it to the left or to the right. And then you can change and see other information. When you can go over here to the left, and you can go ahead and change and see different information on here as well. So it's a nice, easy system to use here in this Blackwing. And I really like how it's set up and how easy it is to figure out what you want to have up there when you're driving down the road. Rear view mirror, standard one. Hello. Now we got the magic button. You hit that. Digital rear view mirror here in the CT6-V series. Nice touch. Overhead console, a lot of action going on here. There's your garage door opener programmables right here. There's the controls for the roof, and then these are the controls for the shades. But if you want your LED interior lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, you just do nothing. And when you open the door, the lighting will come on. You close the door, the lighting will dim out. Here's your SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. There's OnStar in case you want to order dinner and have it delivered to you on the highway. And then we have our tilt and our slide for our roof. But first, here's our front shade and our rear shade, and then the shade for the back window. So if I pan the camera around to the back window and hit that, we have a rear shade that comes up and a rear shade that goes down. So that's a nice little extra thing, give you more privacy. And then if we want to open up the front shade, bingo. And then if we want to open up the rear one, you have to hold that one in to get it to open. And then if you want to close the rear one, the rear glass does not open, just the shade. And then if you want to open up the glass, then you're going to hit your slide button once the shade's open, and the roof will slide back. There's your wind buffeter. And then the roof will slide forward, no problem. And then you can go ahead and close. Oops, you got to hold it in. Close the shade. No problem. Sun visor with vanity and a light. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the back seat of the CT6, I have the seat set for my driving position. Nice and easy to get in, no problem. Close the door, and look at this. I have my security shades I can lift up, put down right here. I got more carbon fiber on my back door panel. I got heated seats, either for the whole seat or for just the seat back. So they got you covered there. Flat black on the switchgear. Nice large door pocket. More speakers. Again, 34 of them. Now, I got plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees at 5'11". This seat is set for my driving position. And look at all the room I got in the 6. It's a big vehicle. And then we got leather all the way down with the seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. And these little babies in here, that's your rear seat entertainment screen behind the back of each front seat. So that's a really nice touch there. Here in the back, we got dual climate that we set up earlier with 2 heat and air vents. There's another Panerai speaker right there. So they got you covered there. Again, the other door panel looking the same as the left side. That's the right side. Looking good. Back seats with the leather and the headrest. Nice and understated. Nice looking seats. And then we have our center armrest right here where we have a nice soft armrest. We can lift this up. There is the remote for the rear seat entertainment. Another spot here for maybe a phone or something. And then we can push this button down, the Cadillac button down, and 2 cup holders pop out of here. And I'm going to put the seat center armrest back up. If you want your connectivity back here, it's in the back, it's in the front of the back seat. Whereas we swing it on over, we got a USB-C, a USB-A, and a 12-volt right in the seat next to your leg, right down in there. So they got it tucked away, but very, very comfortable and very roomy here in the back of this CT6-V series. Getting in the trunk of the CT6-V, you can pop it from the key fob or from the dash, or you can come to the back and hit the button right underneath the Cadillac badge, but this does have one of those hands-free trunks. So let me try to do it. Let me try to kick my knee underneath there. See if it works. It never works on camera. No, it never works on camera. All right, we'll do it that way. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down. And what we're looking at here is a huge opening, 15.8 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this CT6-V series. We do have some personal items in here, but you got the jack. Here are the headphones, again, for that rear seat entertainment system. We look underneath here, and the reason why we got the jack is because we got the spare, and it's a full-size job, too. So that's a nice touch. And we got lighting in the back as well, LED lighting down here. So it's a really nice, large trunk. So if you got some suitcases, you'll have no problem taking this baby away for a nice long road trip. Window sticker, well, this is what we got here in this vehicle for the window sticker. When this 2019 CT6-V series was made, pricing wasn't available yet, so the window sticker is blank. Really looks bizarre. I haven't seen one of these in a long time, but here you have it. It was made by Cadillac at the Detroit, Michigan assembly plant, but it's kind of a strange bird not to have pricing on window sticker. All right, we're out on the road in this 19 CT6-V with the Blackwing engine, and that's kind of how they have this named. You know, the CT5-V Blackwing and the 4V Blackwing, that's the name of the car. But when they did the CT6-V, that's how they did it. They went ahead and just called it the CT6-V series, and then it has the 4.2-liter twin-turbo V8 Blackwing engine. So that's the official way they do it. But anyway, we're out here on the highway, zipping along. I've been in the car a while, trying to get used to it, trying to get the vibe of this car. And what the car is telling me, just by how it feels, is this is a luxury sedan with big horsepower. And that's kind of how I feel about it a little bit now that I've been driving it for a little while. It's very smooth, It's very compliant up here on the highway, no problem. It easily coasts at 70, 72 miles an hour, not a problem at all. Very, very calm, composed, very easy and relaxing to drive overall. Up here on the highway, I've been averaging so far since I've been driving it about 21 miles per gallon, which is pretty darn good overall, because we have the mileage rating of 14 in the city, 25 on the highway. So to get a 21 combined rating right now, I think is pretty good for this big V8 engine. The tech in here is nice. We got the 10.2-inch GM infotainment system, but we're going wired CarPlay, wired Android Auto. 2020, they went with wireless. But I got wireless charging. I have heated and ventilated front seats, heated steering wheel, heated seats in the back. So, and performance-wise, and of course, getting back to, I got the digital rear view mirror, the twin panel roof. So I got a lot of nice tech in here. What I'm not seeing is massage seats in here. And with a 6V, I think I would like to see massage seats in here, considering brand new. This car was right around 95 grand. But there is a ton of performance in this V, because you get the hand-built V8 Blackwing engine, 550 horsepower, coming in at 5,000 RPM, max horsepower at 5,000 RPM, and then 640 pound-feet of torque, with Mac torques coming in at 3,500 RPM. So that's how they have it set up. We got ventilated rotors all the way around, Brembo brakes all the way around, magnetic ride suspension, all four corners, rear wheel steering, and try to make this big, huge sedan feel smaller when you turn it. So that's a really nice touch. I wasn't expecting that. I guess we can change that out for the missing massage seats. But it's just a really relaxing kind of vibe on this car. You know, when we saw the CT4V Blackwing, that one was more performance oriented. Had some nice luxury touches in it, because Cadillac is a premium brand, but it was really, really geared with a much firmer ride, much tighter handling, even though this handling's pretty tight, but just an overall, a really sharp, surgical performance tool, where this one feels to me like it wants to be a luxury sedan first, but when you want the performance that's in this car, it'll deliver. And that's kind of how I feel about it right now out here on the highway so far on this drive from Virginia back to New Jersey. So I'll come back with you when later on in the drive. Right now we're just outside of Gettysburg, PA, on the drive back to Jersey, but I'll get back with you as we get closer to Jersey, get off the highway, and we'll do some back road driving, and I'll show you what I mean. And hopefully by then it'll be a little bit darker out, and you'll get a more feel for how this vehicle is going to look and how it's going to behave when you're driving it at night. So I'll be back with you soon. All right, so we are now on the Pennsylvania Turnpike with about 70 miles to go before we get back to Jersey. And wanted to check in with you a little bit here. I like the head-up display quite a bit in this car. It's giving me my speed on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, Plus my turn-by-turn navigation directions are up on the head-up display, and the letters are nice and big, so I can see it really, really easy, which I really like. Also, I'm liking this digital rear view mirror quite a bit as well. And the dash is set out so easy to read because I have my big tack up on top, up and right in the middle. We're pushing around 1800 RPM at 83 miles an hour right now, so that's pretty darn cool. And then on the bottom right of the dash, I got my fuel level. Then on the top right, I have my coolant temperature, and then I have my oil temperature on the top left, and then I got my boost gauge on the bottom left. Right now we're running about, I don't know, minus 5 on the boost on the highway. So looking good so far on the trip. All right, so here we are coming on over the Delaware River back to Jersey. Successful trip back from Northern Virginia in the CT6. And so I wanted to kind of give you an idea of what it may look like out here inside the car when you're out here in the evening. It's almost pitch dark now, but now we got the screen in night mode. Still got that really nice looking dash, looking good. I got plenty of visibility out all the windows in the vehicle, including the side view mirrors. They're a little skinny, but not bad. And then you get all the safety tech, right? Blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that jazz is in this CT6-V. So they got you covered there. All right, so we're going to wrap this day up, and I'll be back to you in the morning. We'll take this on a back road sport mode hoon, and we'll see how she does for a big, huge, full-size luxury sedan. See you in the morning. All right, we're now out on the back roads. Try to give you a little bit of demonstration of how this is going to respond in sport and in manual. But first off, we'll see how these Brembos stop the vehicle. No problem at all. Stops right on a dime. Now we'll take off. And down the road we go. Not a problem. Feeling good. Now, the one thing that is an issue for me here is with this car is we have a red line of 6,000 on a vehicle with an engine this powerful. The engine's pulling and wanting to do more, but then you reach the red line and you got to shift. So I'm wondering why Cadillac decided to go with such a low red line on this twin turbo V8 Blackwing engine, because it seems like this thing wants to give a lot more, and then you hit the red line and you're like finished with it. Try it again. 3, 2, 1. Red line. And so it's just a little skittish around that red line. But turn in is fantastic. Stays planted to the road, no problem at all. See how the downshifts are. Pretty good. Rolling start. you really need to shift, but boy, it really holds the road well. .5 turning radius in this vehicle is pretty good for such a big car. We'll back on up, take a look at how the backup camera looks. So let's try it without the paddles and see where she shifts. And she's shifting on her own quite quickly at around 4. And I think that's the issue, right? You have a 10-speed and an engine that wants to pull higher in the rev range, and the red line is 6,000. And I just think that is an issue here, the way they have this tranny set up. Let's try it again. All right, we'll let the engine shift, transmission shift. Yeah, it's shifting right at 4 when you're doing it on your own. So there you have it. Give you kind of a flavor for what this is going to be like performance-wise. They got a lot of great stuff in here, right, with your Brembos and your magnetic ride suspension and this engine, and even the limited slip diff out back that they have in this thing, and all the tech, including the night vision. But it's just a little soft with this 6,000 RPM red line and the way they have this transmission tuned up to this engine. It could be a little sharper, and I think they probably should have extended the red line out past 6, because this engine wants to pull and pull past 6, but you can't do it. Overall, it's a rare car, it's a fun car, it's a comfortable car. A couple of little tweaks, maybe they made those in this driveline for 2020, because this is the first try at it in 2019 with this Blackwing setup. But let me know what you think. If you can find one of these, and they're not easy to find because I had to go down to Virginia to find one, then you may want to check it out, because it is a ton of fun. And right now, with only 875 of these CT6-V series with the Blackwing engine made, you know, they could definitely become a future collectible, because there's just not many out there. So let me know what you think. But I would like to thank Moore Cadillac in Chantilly, Virginia, for allowing the channel access to this 2019 Cadillac CT6-V series Blackwing 4 review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing. Turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And my apologies for the length, but I wanted to get it all in. And I'll see you all on the rebound. Take care, everyone.